Hello and welcome back. My name is Geraldine and this is our homeschool table. And today we are going to be organizing our Sunlight Level E History Bible Literature Instructor's Manual. So here's the front cover of the manual, and I'm going to start by putting that in the front of my binder. So I prefer to just use a regular binder. This one is a 1.5 inch binder. I'm going to first be putting the binder labels and the book labels in the back pocket, just in case I need those. I will be putting the binder labels on eventually. I also have my organizing tabs. These go from 1 to 36. And then it also has a divider for section 3, which is a section of your instructor's manual, and also section 4. So we'll be starting to get all of those in our binder. I also have in front of me the timeline figures. I like to keep these in the front pocket of the inside of the binder. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. So first we're going to start out by putting the binder tabs in the binder. Now there are a couple things that go in the very front before week 1. So the first thing is your foldable map. It looks like this. It's double-sided cardstock that's laminated. You can write on these with wet erase markers. They're really nice to have. So I'm going to put that in the front. And then we also have a couple of pages before week 1. So this is just the title page and then the book list. So now I'm just going to start putting the weeks in behind each tab. So I'm going to turn tab number 1 over and then add all of the papers behind week 1. Usually week 1 is the longest because it goes through a little bit of introductory information that you're going to want to know about. And then it starts, going into what's on each day, and it gives really good talking points and questions and things like that to ask when you're reading along with your student. So we'll just keep going all the way through until we get to the end. One thing I wanted to mention is that if you are using multiple instructor's guides from level E, or whatever level you're working on that year for your other subjects, you can put all of those together in one binder. So you would have all of your subjects week 1 behind the week 1 tab, all of your week 2 from each of your subjects behind the week 2 tab, etc. So one of the years that I did Sunlight B, I think it was, or the History Bible Literature B, we were also doing Science A at the time. So I just put them all together in the same binder, and then I had both of the sections of Instructor's Guide pages ready to go. We are halfway done. Starting on week 19, One of the things that I like to do is to have a binder that has everything I'm using just for six weeks or so. So I wind up pulling out like 1 through 9 or something like that. And then I have kind of a smaller binder to work with where everything I need is in there for all of my subjects, instead of getting a different binder out for every subject all day long. I just find that easier. Okay, now after the last week, after week 36, there is a certificate of completion that you can fill out, and it says Intro to American History, Year 2 of 2, and you can write your child's name and then presented by, and then the date. So I'll keep that right behind week 36, just like they have it. The next part, there's still quite a bit more here. This is section 3 and section 4. So now we're going to go ahead and put that in. This has reading assignments and discussion questions. Okay, so these are all the reading assignments and notes for the read alouds. That's section 3. So we'll put that behind the section 3 tab. This is the reading assignments and notes for the readers. So these are the readers that your kids will read on their own. I'll probably put a tab in between the read aloud assignments and the readers assignments, just so that I can get to them a little faster. Then section 4. And in section 4, those are the instructor's guide resources, and there are things in here like the scope and sequence for different topics that you're going to cover. So that's kind of what that looks like, and it goes week by week, all of the different things that you're going to work on for each of the areas: Bible reading, history, geography, and biography, and memory work. Then it gives you a timeline schedule for when each of the timeline figures is going to be put on. And then that is the end. So I'll just put those at the very end. And the 1.5 inch binder is just about the perfect fit for this amount of paper and dividers and things like that. So I knew that a 1 inch binder was going to be a little too small, but a 2 inch was going to be a little bit too big for me. So this fits perfectly. If you were going to have more than one subject though, like if you were adding on the language arts or science, you would definitely want a larger binder than this. Probably just get the SONLIGHT binder, because they hold everything really well and they're super sturdy and durable. But for just having the History Bible Literature, at 1.5 inch binder worked pretty well. So there's the binder, and next time we are going to probably look at the SONLIGHT Homeschool Planner and get that all organized as well. Thank you for watching. We will see you at our homeschool table next time.